I don't know how many of you will join me, and I will probably say this again since we're only 11 seconds in. I'm trying something new here, and I wanted to share with you guys some things. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes and see if anybody joins us. I don't know if anyone's joining us yet, but I thought I would show off some coins today, some Morgans, some nice ones that I've kind of picked up, over the recent months, kind of adding to the collection. This beauty I just got the other day, literally just the other day. Hey, Sunny Guns, how's it going? I am amazed that you guys jumped right on. This is the first time I've gone live, so it's kind of a test, so bear with me. But I thought I would show off some coins, talk a little bit about what I'm doing, and share some resources. So, first off, I don't know if you guys watch Dan over at Polar Currency, but recently he did a really nice video on Redbook Quarterly, and that I thought would be a great publication to pick up. So I actually picked up the first copy used on eBay for relatively cheap. What I like about it and what I wanted it for is it does have recent prices. Let's see if I can go to the dollars, which is nice because I'm going to be selling off some Morgans in the next month or so. So I just thought it was kind of nice to be able to get some recent prices. And this is the winter one, but it's not that, I can't imagine it's that far off from the spring one. So I'm going to try to get the spring one as well. But I wanted to read the article on the Lincoln Cent, because those of you who've watched my channel for a while, you know that I really like Lincoln Cents. So, but yeah, anyway, so I got this. I've been looking at it for a while now. It's I think worth it if you can get it used. I think this copy was $15. But the copy for the spring is 25. So, but yeah, if you get a chance, go over to Dan's channel, Polar Currency, watch that video he did on it. And it does have, oh, I should say that because he'll be disappointed if I don't. At the back of the Redbook Quarterly price guide is some prices on currency, on paper money. So on gold certificates, silver certificates. So it's definitely, if that's something you're interested in or you're getting interested in, at least this has a small little guide here to kind of give you an idea of how much those are valued at. But of course, if you are a gold stacker, or you like your proof sets, that's all in here as well. You can kind of gauge where your modern gold is, and also your commemoratives, mint sets, you name it. And then of course you even have your pre 33 gold if you're into that as well. So it was definitely worth it for me to pick it up. Like I said, a used copy on eBay. So it's pretty good. But enough about that. Let's take a look at this first coin here. I have done a video on this. I haven't published it yet. I got to do that. This is a really nice 1879S reverse of the 1878. Let me just get this right. And what that has to do with is the fletchings here in the arrows. Let's break out the loop. Let's see if I can do this. And I apologize, bear with me. This is different from my normal setup because I'm live. But yeah, you can see those fletchings, how they're all parallel to each other. I'll show you on this coin how the fletchings in the arrows, there's one that kind of sticks up there. Now this is because this is the reverse of the 1879, or what the Morgan's reverses would look like after that, up until 1921. So what's significant about this is because it's the 1879 version, but of course on the reverse though it still has that old look of the 1878. So this is actually quite sought after. If you're into VAMs, this is one of the top 100s to try to collect. You might notice I got it in AU 85. That's because that's what I could afford. If you start checking the prices on these, they do go up in grade. Actually, why don't I just do that? I didn't even think of that till right now. Why don't we use the Redbook Quarterly here and look up what 1879S with the reverse of 1878 is? All right, let me see if I can get it here. 1879. So in AU is $365. As you can see, when we get into the mid-state grades, even low mid-state grades, the prices are quite high. And in mid-state 64, look at that, $3,250. So I think you can see why I bought it in AU. And I thought it was a really nice example of that, because it just, well, I think AU coins sometimes get a bad rep, but look how much luster is left in this coin, as it should be for an AU 58, but it just has a nice look to it overall. You know, you have trace amounts of wear, and again, I apologize for the camera because this is live. This is different from my setup, but you do get the classic gray area here. In the fields, and that's just your classic sign that this is an AU coin. And then if you look at the details throughout the coin, you'll notice that the high points of Lady Liberty obviously is going to show wear. That's why it's an AU, or about uncirculated coin. So, like I said, this is a great example. I'm glad I purchased it, you know, at a reasonable price on eBay. And you can really still find some good deals on eBay. This was an auction, and so I got it right around that price actually, which isn't too bad. I think I paid $10 over. What were we saying here? Yeah, 365. Yeah, I think it was 375 I paid for this. So again, this is just a really nice looking coin, and I'm glad that I purchased it. Um, and I'm glad I shared it with you today. Let's take a quick look at the other one here. This is a 1889S. I've been looking for this for a while. This is a mid-state 63. Really nice. Got some little bit of toning here. You know, I know that's not for everybody, but I didn't mind it. It's just kind of little touches of toning, especially on the reverse here. And again, why don't we use the book here since we got it? A little price guide to kind of look up how much it is. 89S in a 63 is $675. Ooh, that makes me feel good because I paid a little less than that. So I paid right around $590 for this coin. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And I'll do a longer video on the 1889S, talk about the coin itself. As you can see, this has got a decent strike. I'm going to try to use my loop again. Decent strike right above Miss Liberty's ear. So yeah, it's a great looking coin. It's a great looking coin. But like I said, I will do a longer video on this coin, where we could take a better look at the toning too. Like I said, not everybody's favorite, but or not even everybody's favorite toning on a coin, but it really didn't bother me that much, and I kind of thought to myself, it has a nice original look to the coin. So I thought, hey, what the heck? I'll go for it. And as you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I'm trying to put together a nice set of San Francisco Morgans for myself. And I've been trying, without any luck, of getting the 1893S, which is the king of Morgan dollars. So that's pretty tough. I am going to show you now this beauty. This one I just got the other day in the mail, and I'm really glad I purchased it. I paid a lot for it, but you know, I thought overall, you know, it had a great look, and I've been looking for a long time for a nice 80S in this condition. And oh, thanks, Sonny. Yes, I agree. It's yeah, nice. You got to appreciate the original look on a coin for sure. So I'm hiding this, but you know what? I'm just going to go for it. This is a dimple, or deep mirror proof like finish to it. I think you can see that. You can, Hey, you can see me in there. That's how much reflectivity is in the fields of this coin. Just really beautiful. And it is an 1880S. It's the O/9. So let me see if I can show you this. You can see, yeah, you can see right inside the 0 there at the top part, inside the 0, you can see the remnants of the 9 from the 1879 die. So it's pretty cool. You know, I like these varieties, and like I said, I've been looking for a nice deep mirror proof-like finish coin for a long time, and these are relatively affordable. I don't know in this book here if they show the deep mirror. I think they do. Let me just see here, because let's see if we can find it. Because like again, this is just a great reason. Yeah, here we go. Okay, perfect. We want the 9/S. This is for proof-like, and we want deep mirror proof-like. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, I am on the right one. Sorry. So it's $650. I will say I paid a little bit more than that for this coin. Hey, Jeff Davis, good morning. I did pay a little bit more than $650 for this coin, but I thought, hey, you know, it really is a beauty. It has this beautiful look, as you can see. And like I said, I've been waiting or looking for a long time for a nice dimple, a nice deep mirror proof-like coin. All right, I'm just going to move the book because that is sliding out of the way here. Also, this is a CACG holder. I know some people are like, who cares about CACG? I don't mind them. I will say I've been buying a lot of NGC and PCGS graded coins lately. Not because they've been graded by those companies, just because I've liked the coins. This holder, though, I just want to show you, if you don't know a lot about CACG, or it used to be CAC, they used to label, they used to put their stickers. They still do. I don't know how long they're going to do that for, but anyway, they used to do that with PCGS, NGC coins. They would put their little stamp of approval on it with their CAC sticker. And then they decided to, you know, branch out, become a grading company by putting coins in the coin slabs. And so this coin here, because of this little L, tells me that it used to be in either a PCGS holder or an NGC holder, and then they went ahead and crossed it over here to this holder. I don't know how you all feel about it. You might not care at all about it, but to me, coins like these that have the CAC sticker on them or the CAC sticker on them, you know, like these ones don't have stickers, but if they did, they seem to be more sought after, and I would recommend not crossing them over. I kind of surprised people do that, but that's what that little L means right there. This is a legacy coin, so they sent it in to have this coin crossed over into a CACG holder. This is the older holder. I don't like these. You can see how small these little, I don't know what you'd call them, prongs maybe. And I apologize, my family just got home, so this is the beauty of live, being live on YouTube, so you're gonna hear some noise in the background. But anyway, these are a lot smaller than the PCGS ones. You can see how big those are. So what happens with these is the coin, well, if I just hit it here in the certain way, they can pop right out. And you can just tap it back in, and it's fine. It goes back in. But I will say CACG figured that out, and they have actually changed their design, so it's a little bit nicer. But anyway, so this is a great looking coin. On the note of my kids being home, I'm gonna go. But this was, like I said, an experiment, and I'm glad I tried it, and I'm glad you all joined me, and you came on real fast, which I was really impressed with. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for joining me. And like I said, you're going to see all of these three coins again in longer videos coming up in the next couple months. So thanks everybody for joining me, and thank you for your support on my channel. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.